Pleasant good evening to each and every one of you in Guyana. Well, today has been a wonderful day and I'm hearing so many gossip. What Mr. Infant Ali, the President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, are doing. The opposition members and friends are complaining too many people have been fired. Too many things are happening. But I have a message for all of you. Every political party, opposition or ruling party, whenever is an election and one loses, the transmission period must take part. You changes it because you want to have the right people in the right department. All two parties have played politics with the two races. And every time, they always got the square pegs in wrong hole. Fortunately for the PPPC, with Mr. Barajatio as the head, not the president, advisor, former president, and maybe now vice president, I said, this is your last chance to correct your mistake. For 23 years, the nation have suffered terribly because of drugs war. Indians are seizing people's land. A lot of wrong things happen. And not forgetting Burnham, 28 years of PNC. The same bullshit happened. Plenty young Indian women had to have sex to get job. Plenty wrong things happen with black leadership, black police. I'm not lying, I swear, because I know a lot of cases. And Indians have a way of passing bribe. If it's not by money, it's by sex and other way. Because they are the biggest hypocrite and corrupt people in any civil society. Y'all may not like what I'm saying, but I've been around. From Nigeria to Ghana, from Zambia to Kenya, whichever country y'all are in, Trinidad, Guyana, Suriname, y'all are corrupt. Now, when I said that, people say, why is he saying all of us corrupt? I cannot call name because many people name Mark, Henry, Gangadin, and Aladdin. But you know who I'm talking about. When the Prophet was on earth, Muhammad, maybe Ram, before he went to the Mahabharat war, and Muhammad with his war, and his grandson with the war in Kabla, and not forgetting Moses. Not everybody died in the war, not everybody lost their life because they were good people who survived. But when you're talking, you talk in general. Like the parrot says, who the cap fit, let it wear it. Under the PPP, a lot of corruption. There were more Hindus, friends and family in the parliament. I do hope it's not the same thing going to happen now. And with the US behind you, I do hope that you are chartering into an area of true democracy and do not use your party or your race to deny a man or woman justice like you have done in the past. Because this time, nobody taking it. Many cases, things that happen to innocent people under the PPP, as much as the PNC and APNU. The most frequent one with APNU, it was Anthony Snow. And that is not going over until we get justice. We work towards the borderline to make sure that the democracy policy works. Even though we have our differences with the PPP. And Anil Nandalal, the former Attorney General under the PPP, with his remarks to Mr. Snow, how he wants to be a president when he's a criminal. That fucking Anil Nandalal have to apologize publicly for that. Because he is the criminal. He was accused for stealing the law books of the court. And many more. Some have many counts, but yet nobody went to jail. Some they bring back from Canada or America for the Rights Marketing Board. None went to jail. Must I say it's a coolie party? I don't want to turn it this way. But the biggest problem is both parties got their hands in blood. PNC with APNU, who become one with AFC, and corruption and obstruction to justice. PPP likewise the same. But let's draw the line. Every man, woman and child shall have justice in time to come. Idi Amin in Uganda drove out over 900,000 Indians out of Uganda. I was upset about the man until I was there and understand the Indians were fighting for land, fighting their own for property, going to the voodoo man, hurting each other. And Idi Amin as a Muslim, and this is a message for Imran Ali. Assalamu alaikum, my Muslim brother. Idi Amin A Muslim in Africa, Uganda, warned the Indian community about the voodooism, fighting their brothers for land, and destroying one another's life with prostitution. They refused to pay heed to his warning, so he drove them out. And I have to say, I have to congratulate him when I get to know the truth. If you are a true Muslim, Mr. Imran, don't listen to nobody but ask Allah for guidance. If you're a true believer, as a Christian and you believe in Isa, who is Jesus, then ask God for your guidance. But let the table be straight for everyone. But coming to transmission of your government, all people who take over got to change ministers and change position to suit their government. That is how it goes. And therefore no one should be object. I remember when Abdul won the election, when the ABC, America, Britain and Canada give them the election, the army and the police already take over the office according to information. And they were started to seize in cars and firing people. I didn't hear my black brothers talk about that at all. Now why are you complaining? Now I don't like the PPP because a lot of shit is not right. But I am calling on Mr. Imran Ali, President, do the right thing. Give every man and woman the opportunity that they deserve. If they break the law, then let the law deal with them. Any police taking bribe must hand over the badge and the uniform. Any judge taking bribe or get involved in any political party to make judgment must not be in the court, not even as a lawyer or a prosecutor. They must hand over everything and must not be allowed to work for no government agency. Laws must be made for people to understand each other, and at the same time, all civil servants must be treated equally. 2-acre land per family also, and money for them to build their home. It can be done. The prisoners can become workers. The prison can become a workshop, Mr. Ali. And with good behavior, they can go home because they are more fucking criminal in parliament than what is in prison. So when you black people don't wake up and you stupid Indian don't wake up, you all will become beggars, thieves, hoes along the street of your country. Because these people are not your friend. But people like myself who are living in America be fighting for your rights, for democracy, equality and justice for all, not only for Guyana, but the world at large. Mr. Infant Ali can speak to the UN and open up the border to the Venezuelans who are fleeing to come to Guyana, and call upon people around the world who want to bring up their family to come to Guyana to live and develop. And at the same time, the court must not be a part of no politician, and no friends and family must hold an office because their career brother, his son, his nephew, or his cousin, or his wife family. This is not politics, it's not your personal business. You've been hired to do a job, Imran. And if you believe in the teaching of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, I'm looking forward to meet with you because I believe in him, and Isa, who is Jesus, Musa, who is Moses. I am a priest, and I want you all to know this clear. But I'm not the priest who shake hands with hypocrites and take pictures to lie to people. I'm a priest who's willing to pick up the gun to defend the rights of God's people, believe it or not. So I'm calling on all of you to do what is right, and we can work together for a better Guyana. But at the same time, reopen all the cases that went against George Correa. I'll sign it. If I'm wrong, execute me. But if I'm right, give me my accuser. Same goes to Anthony Snow. Men like Ramjatan got to deliver a letter concerning what his investigator told him about my son. Guy that got to say who tell him to beat my son. The prison person of the Camp Street prison got to say who light the fire 3 times could have caused his life. And the 4 police who beat him at Timeri. If not, we will have problem down the road. This is not a threat. Remember, America is only your friend. But we serve the military, Navy, SEAL, Marine, and other things. We are not afraid to die. Every day we walk, the coffin is in front of us or on the side of us. But remember these words. We can work together for a better Guyana, or we can die together, and there'll be no Guyana for none of us. Have a good day.